All right. So I said I have a blend of industry as well as the academic experience, which I can help you with a lot of things which are known, which are not known on the academic side, and similarly, some things are not on the industry side. So we can, I can help you with those kind of things. And this particular subject, management and entrepreneurship for IT industry, is very very important. The reason being, right now, like you feel like it's not technical things, like you are more focused on the computer related things. But first thing is the management is essential for any organization. You can take any kind of a organization, whether it is related to IT. This particular subject is a little bit molded for, it is general management, and it is little bit molded for the IT industry. And it gives a lot of information, how the projects are handled, how the organization works, and you should be very well aware of those things. This will help you in many ways, understanding the organization, how work is done, how projects are executed, what are the different functional aspects of the management. All those things are very very important. Uh, so we are going to talk about all those things, mostly practical aspects. Whenever we are talking, predominantly this subject is theoretical, but wherever it is applicable, I will correlate with the industry things. I correlate with the what is the application side of it, or how it is visualized in the actual industry. So that way will make it as very not very theoretical, but will bring in the other aspects so that you can correlate. And management is such a word. I'm not sure. I'm very sure that all of you are aware of this word, and also you have some perception of the management. I will check on that with each of you. You sometimes you say my father he manages family, things like that. You use the word manage. I manage my studies, and if you are doing some work, I manage work. So manage is a term you use frequently. So you have an idea of what is management. So this subject puts the management word in a very structural way, so that you can understand how big organizations. So when you talk about your family, it is a relatively small entity, a family of four or five. Your father managing the the financial aspects, your mother managing the other aspects related to the house, your education. There are so many things they manage, and you also manage so many things. And this is a small family structure. Similarly, you can imagine like organizations whose revenues are in billions. So it could be TCS, Facebook, Amazon. They have like so many employees, thousands of employees, thousands of projects going on, different sectors. Okay, so how do they manage? Without management, without using management principle, it would be a big mess, right? You don't know what you are doing. Huh? So sometimes if some person messes up something, let's say he's not able to do certain things, then you will say he couldn't able to manage all the things. So managing is a this is a very structured way of doing things that we will discuss. And it most of these things are very intuitive, right? You it is nothing totally a new word to you, but you have to do a correlation. You are doing some of the thing, you'll find those correlations. So let's begin in today's session. Since I don't know many of you, we will go with one by one. That is also a part of attendance. And just switch on your video and introduce yourself, your name, so that I can see your face. Since it is online, it will take another 1 month to get offline classes. So at least I could see your faces. And if possible, all of you put your names, whatever the profile names, your actual names, and profile photo, your actual photo, at least for 1 month. That is your personal thing, but I would request that so that I can see at least the profile pictures correctly. Sometimes I see dogs and all those things. Instead of that, your good names, beautiful names with your profile photo. At least I can look at the photo and I can figure out. Okay, so we'll begin the attendance. I hope all of you know your roll numbers and everything. um, so we'll start with the roll number one. What you can do is please turn on your audio and unmute, and you can introduce.
So roll number one, Ajay Chiniwal present.
Okay, can you switch on your video?
Sir,
Akshata, mute your microphone. Okay, thank you. Roll number one, please introduce yourself. Okay, for introduction, you can say, okay, your name, please switch on the video, and you can just say which place you are from. That is sufficient. Roll number one. Next, roll number two.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
So there is network problem over here.
Yeah. Okay, Ajay. Okay, you can't switch on. That is fine. Which place are you from, Ajay?
So I am from Bailongal.
Okay, very nice. Next, Akshata, if you can switch on your video, that would be great.
yes, sir, present, sir.
Next, Akshata Ubrani.
Present, sir.
Okay. Anusuya.
Yes, sir, present.
Okay. Ankita. Ankita is not there. Anuja.
Present, sir.
Anushka.
Present, sir.
Apurva. Arjun Patil.
Present, sir.
Sir, present, sir, Ankita.
Ankita, yes. Okay, Ankita. Apurva is absent, right? Then Advait. Then Darshana. Roll number 12.
Present, sir.
Tell your name and say present.
Rutuja Desai. Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
Tell your name, please.
My name is Gangu Kumbar.
Okay. Next, roll number 14.
Greta D'Souza, 14, sir. Present.
Okay.
East Gazipur, roll number 15, sir. Present, sir.
Oh, very good. Next.
Shada Patil, roll number 16, present, sir.
Very good. Next.
Harshvardhan Upadhyay, roll number 17, present, sir.
Okay. Next.
Karan Nadugiri, roll number 18, present, sir.
Very good. Next.
Karuna Badve, roll number 19, present, sir.
Okay.
Bhavna Kaseti, roll number 20, present, sir.
Okay. 21.
21, Yasser Khan, present, sir.
Okay. Next, roll number 22. 23. I just check if you are talking and if it is muted. Okay. Make sure you unmute and talk. Lakshmi is not there.
No, sir, present.
Okay.
Roll number 22.
Okay. All right. Next, roll number 23. Roll number 24.
Sir, roll number 24, Mansi Yuguredkar. Present, sir.
Okay. Roll number 25.
Manik Venekar, roll number 25. Present, sir.
Okay. 26. 26, 27, 28,
Sanket Patil, roll number 28.
29, 30,
Priya Magdum, roll number 30.
31,
Snehal Yadaburkar, roll number 31, present, sir.
32, 33, 34,
Sanab Aksiraj, roll number 34, present, sir.
35,
Sangeeta Charanthamat, roll number 35, sir. Present, sir.
36,
Sanjana Chindak, roll number 36, present, sir.
37, 38, 39,
Shambhavi Shilwanta, roll number 38.
okay, 39,
Sheetal Sable, roll number 39, present, sir.
40,
Shifali Kakatkar, roll number 40, present, sir.
okay, 41,
Shivkumar Bablagi, roll number 41, present, sir.
okay, 42,
Taya Kurchi, roll number 42, present, sir.
43,
Shriyari Vaidya, roll number 43, present, sir.
44, 45, 46, who was that? Okay, 46 is not there. 47,
Siddhappa Saudati, roll number 47, present, sir.
48, 49, 50,
Sushma Goratna, roll number 14, present, sir.
okay, 50,
Vaishnavi Kutre, present, sir. Roll number 50.
okay, 51,
Vanesh Rajmani, roll number 51, present, sir.
53,
Vibha Kalanchari, roll number 53, present, sir.
54,
Vineet Harikant, present, sir. Roll number 54.
okay, 55,
Yogita Damnikar, roll number 55, present, sir.
56, 57,
Simran Patil, roll number 57, present, sir.
58,
Good morning, sir. I am Prajit Bhatt, roll number 58, present, sir.
okay, good morning. Next 59,
Roll number 59, Vinay Kavargi, present, sir.
okay, next 60, 61,
Asmita Tisi, roll number 61, present, sir.
62,
Aniket Kulkarni, roll number
62, okay.
Aniket Kulkarni, roll number 62, present, sir.
Okay. 63,
Nikita Tharkar, roll number 63, present, sir.
64,
Pooja Patil, roll number 64, present, sir.
65,
Rasika Karandai, roll number 65, present, sir.
66, 67, 60,
Soumya Kadambani, roll number 67, present, sir.
okay, 68,
Tasniya Biski, roll number 68, present, sir.
okay, 69,
Vaishnavi Mutkekar, roll number 69, present, sir.
70, 71,
Preeta Majgorkar, 71, present, sir.
72,
Rutuja Gundlu, roll number 72, present, sir.
73, 74, 75, 76. Okay, anybody missed? You can just say.
Hello, sir.
Okay, one by one.
Hello, sir. My name is Satvik Shanbag, roll number 37. I'm from Belgavi.
37. Oh, very good. Anybody?
Saurabh Bugnale, roll number 14.
Roll number 14. Roll number 14. Can you, what is your name? Saurabh?
48. 48.
48. Okay.
Sir, roll number 11, Darshana Patil.
Roll number 11, Darshana. Yes, got it. Okay, that's it. We are done with the attendance. Okay. So first thing is, first we will understand what is the importance of this subject. First, we should make sure that we understand why we are studying this subject. That is the foremost thing. That will make you in your learning easy, and you will be interested in that particular subject. So first we will understand the name of the subject is management and entrepreneurship for IT industry. Okay, what do you understand by management? Okay, management is a very generic word, so very intuitive word. All these are very intuitive words, and different people have different associated meaning for that. So in the chat section, what do you think is a management? Just your responses in the chat section. What do you think is a management? I gave you few examples of the management, what management is going on your household things. So what do you think management is? You have to be very interactive. At least see, we cannot be using the audio. It would be very difficult to control the talks. So, but that is the reason I'm using the chat section. So you can freely post there. So we can discuss on those things. Okay, I got some answers. Management is dealing and controlling things or people. Very good. You got few things there. Getting things done, very right, through people. Controlling things, correct. Responsibility of performing tasks properly. Planning and organizing, yes. Most of you covered some of the keywords that is required for the management. Then some to be very general understanding with the management is management involves controlling few things or managing few things. Normally there are different theories of explaining management. We'll go through different theories, but in general, what is a management is? Management is managing and controlling 4M's. So what are the 4M's is some of you said people. Okay, that is very correct. Managing people is the one of the most important things. The M here represents the manpower. Okay, and some of you said things, controlling the things. So another M, the another M is the material. So things is a material. So when you want to do something, you need materials. Managing material. So managing material is, for example, in Belgaum we have the Indal, right? So Hindalco. Earlier it was Indal. Hindalco, it's a aluminum manufacturing company. So it needs raw material and other things, right? It has to manage. If you have seen, if you are traveling towards Belgaum from the Kolhapur side, you will see a big heap. Okay, that is nothing but the raw material. So they plan in such a way that even if there is a some obstruction with the supply of the raw material, they have the operation should go on for at least 6 months. I'm not sure how many months it will run, but like let's say it has to go on. Even though the supply has stopped, the operations will continue. So that is one kind of a management. So there are a lot of aspects with the material management. So one is the manpower management. Manpower management is what? Recruiting the right kind of talent. When you onboard them in the organization, giving them the right kind of work, monitoring them, controlling them, okay, motivating them. All those are the aspects of the manpower management. And another important aspects of the M is the money, okay, finance. For doing any kind of a projects or running any kind of organization, the most important factor is the M, that is the money, which is nothing but the finance. How do we get the finance? How do we manage it? So managing finance is the most important thing. So how much loans, suppose if you are taking, there are different structure of financing. It could be self-financing, it could be taking loans, stakeholders, public limited, private limited. There are so many ways of getting the finance, and there are different ways of managing the finance. So if you see all these things, management involves all these things. And management, you can just think of management is a thing which will make sure that organization run properly, okay, and without any problems, or a project is executed in a proper manner without any problems. So that is called as a management. For example, what do you think about the project? Planning is organizing is very good. Some of you response that planning and organizing is the part of the managing the organization, and it is part of the project, and responsibility of performing the task properly. Very good. That is also part of the management. You have a good intuitive understanding of the management, and that is sufficient. Then we will go through the structured way. Next aspect is a project. What do you think is a project? What is a project in your understanding? You can put post your answers in the chat section, or if you want to speak up, if you have, that is also fine, no issues. What do you think is a project? You have heard about the project word, I am very sure. Project, task, pre-planning, completing a task, design, okay. Any other thoughts on the project? Okay, so first we will talk about the what is a project. Then you will have a better idea of actual what is a project. So what is a project is the definition of one more answer: series of tasks which need to complete to reach a output. Very good. So there is a output. Always there is a output for the project. The reason for projects are executed. First we will understand what is a project. Then we will understand why projects are executed. All right. What is a project? Project is nothing but it is a process of creating a unique product or service, which has a definite start and which has a definite end. Okay, I will repeat it. What is a project? Project is a process of creating unique product or service which has a definite start date and which has a definite end date. So after the end date, we will have that new product, unique product, or the unique service. Let's take an example. Now a project is going on in Third Gate. So they are building a overbridge, isn't it? So it started on a definite day. So every project has a definite start date, and they plan, they do whatever the other people said: design, planning, pre-planning, analysis, all those things are done, and they have come out with a definite end date. Okay, so they will start on this date and they will finish on end date. And after this end date, when project is complete, so there will be a lot of tasks, right? If somebody said the task will be there, series of tasks, all that is correct. All the work in order to have the overbridge, complete overbridge. So let's say whatever it is, 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometer, all the specification they have calculated, what are the different tasks required, what are the materials required, how to procure, how much time it will take to procure. They incorporate everything, okay, into the project planning, design, execution, controlling, monitoring, and at the end of that project end period, you will have a product that would is a bridge which is a standing. So that is a civil civil work. So that is a project in a civil engineering domain. Similarly, let us say mechanical industry. A certain company, let's say Tata Motors, they want to come up with they are not into, let's say, SUV segment. They want to come up with a new car, okay, in the SUV segment, totally brand new car. So I told you, projects always come out with a unique product, okay, unique product or a unique services. So they will engage all the design engineers, they will have the specification, okay. Once all the design blueprints, everything is ready, they know how to make it, they will get the parts, they will create the parts, they will assemble, and on the project end, that's the beginning, on the project end, one SUV will be ready. So that is a product is ready. Coming to the computer science, what is a product? So similarly, suppose you want to build healthcare management system. So for a hospital, you want to build a healthcare management system. So you work on that. It has a UI, it has a backend, it has a database, a lot of analysis, all those things. You come up with the application. Either it could be a web application or a mobile application or both, or some other solution. So once that is complete, when that is ready to be used by the hospital, then we call it as a product. So your project ends there. So does everybody got an idea of what is a project? Project will always create something new, okay, some unique product or services. Anybody wants to give an example of a project? Any idea of the project? There are a lot of projects that are going on around. Then we'll come to the next topic, why we do the projects. Any example of a project in the chat section? Okay, constructing a new house, making a web page, okay. Smart city, okay, smart city is a huge project. It is a SpaceX, very nice, right? Those are the projects. Smart city comprises of many projects inside, okay, many sub projects, okay. That is a very good example which we are going through. So then can you guess why projects are developing software? Yes, definitely it is a project. Why do you think projects are required? Why do we want to have projects? Just I gave few examples. By executing the projects, what we are doing? What if that project is not done at the third railway gate? Or rather, why they are doing that project is the answer to the project. Hyperloop, which can speed up traveling, congestion, they can stop, the trains can go uninterrupted, the traffic can be uninterrupted. So the projects, the primary reason of projects is to improvise the system. Very good answer, Akshata, very good answer. Basically, projects are executed with one objective. Most of the time, the objective is to solve the problems, solve the problems of the society, solve the problems of the individual, solve the problems of the organization. So the example, the overbridge, it is solving the problem of the society. Similarly, healthcare management, to solve the problem of all the people who are related in the healthcare system, they have to use all discrete system which reduces their productivity. So projects are executed to solve the problems, improve the productivity, okay. And also let us say some projects are executed in order to maximize the profits, okay. The companies execute those projects to increase their profits or increase their domain of working, where they can expand their business. For example, Reliance carried out exploration of the ocean. That is a project, exploration of the ocean. So for finding the oil reserves inside the seabed. So that is the project. During that project, when they found out, the exploration team, that is one project, when they found the oil reserves, so that will add to their domain, so they can increase their domain into that sector, so that they can increase their business. So that is the reason for conducting the projects. For example, for the IT industry, let us say certain company XYZ, they are not into the data science and machine learning which are picking up very rapidly. So if they want to venture into that area, so they will do some kind of projects in that area, which will lead them into further improvement of their customer base. So projects are executed with certain objectives. No projects are done like that, okay, just for the sake of doing. No projects are done. Projects are done always seeing the return on investment, ROI. So what is ROI? Whatever you are investing, you should get worth more than that. So that is the main objective of creating the projects. In case of software projects, how it starts is like one thing is the we learned about in the just we are going through the our subject theory. Management we understood, projects we understood, then IT industry is there. What is the IT industry? IT industry is related to the field of computer science and its applications. So we build many softwares for the all other domains. So IT industry, even though we work on the principles of the computer science and engineering, we build applications for all other sectors. So it can be healthcare, it can be finance. Okay, we develop softwares for the banking system, stock markets, then credit society. So any kind of a finance sector, we can develop softwares. Railways, we can develop softwares. Manufacturing, we develop softwares. Other businesses, for example, ERP. So ERP is there for your syllabus. We'll see what is that ERP. So we build many software. So IT industry goes in verticals and horizontals. If you heard this word from your seniors who are working in some industry, they divide it into vertical and horizontals. So depending upon the organization, normally verticals are the sectors. Sectors is like finance, banking, automobile, healthcare. So many sectors are there. Those are the verticals, and the horizontals are the technology, like Java technology, Microsoft technology, some other technology. So that is how it is divided into the verticals and horizontals. That is the IT industry. And IT industry is huge, as you know. Biggest companies that we have in India is Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, Wipro. So many players are there, which are the Indian companies, and other companies like Microsoft, IBM. They are big players in the global scenario. IT sector is huge, and we develop applications, softwares for all other sectors. You name it, if there is a possibility of implementation. So you can imagine how broad is the IT sector. You say education system. Okay, we are. This is the institution. Institution needs a lot of softwares, right? Managing, if you say like student registration, admissions, examinations, all those. So it requires, there are some softwares which are readily available, which are built. So we have IT industry has application in every other field. Whatever you think, it will help solving their problem, improve their productivity, increase their profits. So these are the reasons why we create the projects. Is that clear? So everybody understand what is IT industry, what is management. Okay, now the next word in your topic is the entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Put it in the chat section. What is entrepreneurship? What do you understand by entrepreneurship? Have you heard about this word entrepreneurship, or sometimes people say entrepreneurship? In India, mostly, like it depends, the entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship. What do you understand by entrepreneurship? Setting up a business, capacity to develop and organizing and managing businesses, running businesses by your own. Very good, awesome answer. Okay, that is very correct. Entrepreneurs are the people who is an entrepreneur in India. We have many entrepreneurs. Narayan Murthy is one of them. Then we have Tata's, right? Birla Group. Those are the entrepreneurs who started the business. Okay, and for case study, you have uh, um, Captain Gopinath. He's an entrepreneur. He started Air Deccan. He Okay. He started Air Deccan with a new vision of a lower prices. So he succeeded. Then he sold out that operations to some other. That case study is there for your subject. One who takes financial risk in the hope of profit. Very good. So entrepreneurs. What is the meaning of entrepreneur? Is entrepreneur is a person who has some idea, new idea, right? Who has some new idea and he takes a risk, right? Financial, somebody said financial risk. Yes, sometimes if you afford, if you have fundings, you will fund by yourself and you work on your idea and you are risking. Okay. And during COVID-19 we saw a lot of entrepreneurs. They came up with a lot of solutions. One of the thing I get very fascinated by the dispenser, hand sanitizer dispenser, a mechanical device you should have seen everywhere. Without touching, pressing the leg, okay, it dispenses the hand sanitizer. So in that sector there were many inventions everybody must have gone through. So these are the lot of people who came up with the new ideas. They believed in their idea, they worked on that, they made the product, they started the companies manufacturing that, and those people are called as entrepreneurs. Basically entrepreneurs, they will have some kind of new idea. Some of the examples are like Ola. Ola is I don't remember his name, but he came up with the idea. uh, if you see Ola, it doesn't own. It doesn't. This is the largest rental company, car rental company in the world, but it owns zero. Its inventory is zero. Number of cars it owns is zero. So it's a different kind of idea where he resourced all the owners of the cars, and that is how he made. That is a very good idea that he came up with. Now that company is like it has a turnovers in billions. So that is a new idea. When Bill Gates started, he's another entrepreneur. So why this entrepreneurship? You have one separate module, okay, half a module, or we'll see that syllabus on entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? How do we get ideas? And when we get the ideas, what are the different steps we should take? And what are the institutions that give help, okay, in terms of finance, in terms of administrative work, or in terms of technical assistance. So there are a lot of institutions around, built around, that will help entrepreneurs, and some of the institutions are given there. And if you are coming to the Udyambag, you must have seen DIC office. So whenever you come near the Udyambag, there is a big office of DIC. Okay, DIC is a district industries center. So that works as a one single window, which will help the entrepreneurs who want to venture into new areas. They assist with acquisition of land, finance, then technical feasibility, things like that. So those are the things. So how it will help you? Some of you might be having a very good idea, okay, and one of the things, like we have two options when we after the engineering, we have two options. One is like we can work for somebody, like some companies you can get recruited, and you can work for them. And another thing is you can start your own company. That's called as a startup. You can become entrepreneur. You have some idea, okay, you can start your own business. So many of you have that capability. So this subject will help you in that aspect, where you will get some idea. I'm not saying you will get complete idea. but you will get a rough guidelines what are the institutional help we have, how we should move around getting ideas, and what should we do, what are the patent laws, things like that. All those things are there, so it will definitely help you in that aspect. And the intention here is to create more entrepreneurship rather than job seekers. So that way it will help you. Now coming to, we have very few minutes left, 5 minutes left. We will see the syllabus in the next class, that is tomorrow or day after tomorrow. First we understood what this subject is about, and this subject will help you when you are working in a project. Okay, when you are next session I will talk about the project, IT project, what are the different stages and how you will be working in each aspects, so that you can correlate these management aspects there. So when you are working for an industry, which part of the organization, how it is structured, and what would be your role, what are the different departments, what is their responsibility. We will take one small project, IT project. With respect to our IT project, I will explain that in the next session. So here so this subject will help you in successfully working in an organization, working in a project, and also after once you get experience, you will be moving into different roles like a managers, project managers. When you get into project managers, the same knowledge will help you how to manage the team, okay, how to manage the resources. Okay, so both aspects will be covered. When you are working under a manager and when you work as a manager, both aspects, it will help in both regards. Before we close this session, you said entrepreneurs. Who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur basically who has a new idea, he takes lot of risk, and he works on some his idea makes product or service, and he starts his business. That's a startup, and he starts an organization. And entrepreneurs are the greatest contributors to the economy in terms of money aspect, and in terms of the job aspects. They create, entrepreneurs are the creators of the jobs. They create lot of jobs. So one question, I will close this with one last question. How do we get ideas? What are the ways? In the chat section, how do we get ideas? This is very important question, because why we said people get new ideas, but how do they get new ideas? Does it just pop out? Imagination is one aspect, I agree. Okay, imagination by exploring. Very good. What kind of a exploration? If you can be very specific. Exploration is, imagination is very good, I don't deny that. A lot of sometimes our imagination is the outcome of the observations. Okay, if you are in a contained environment, you have no exposure to outside world, your imagination is also limited. Imagination is outcome of the observation, how much observation, and observation is related to the exploration, thinking more about it. Very good. Knowing problems, experiences by seeing surrounding system. Very good. If we see something and thought of changing, of improving it, we try to come up with a new idea. Very good, that is correct. By observing the present scenario and trying to get a solution for a certain problem. Very good. Okay, this one is very good. Socializing, definitely. Browsing, very nice. Okay, so very good idea, very good answers. I told you this is very intuitive. Okay, there is nothing hard and fast rule to get an idea. One of the simplest way of looking for a idea is look out for problems. Okay, I'm saying sir is saying look out for problems, and he is asking getting ideas. See, when you look out for problems, what is the problems that are around you? Society, community, country, globe. If you can provide innovative solutions, that becomes an idea. Okay, that's a one way of, okay, look out for problems, look around everywhere. There are a lot of problems around us. Okay, if you look out for a problem and you can provide a solution. For example, I told you the hand sanitizer dispenser, we don't want to touch it, so they made a very beautiful invention where you press it with your leg and you get um, the hand sanitizer. So that is a solution. That's a good idea. That's a good, very good answers. In the next session, we will talk about software development life cycle. Just it will help to understand the subject, and also we'll talk about some of the other ways of getting ideas. Okay, I think it is already 10:50. You should be late for your class. Thank you. We will end this class now. You can leave the meeting and join the other class. Thank you.